Now we turn things over to SBS-TV alumnus Alex Almanza with the latest in sports.
You're entering the SBS-TV Sports Zone.
It's sectional season for South Bend Community School sports with everything wrapping up. Let's slide right into baseball. Congratulations to Adams for winning the 10th annual Culver Open. They improved to a record of 15-3 for the season. Sectionals next week, they take on Michigan City after a first round bye. One win will put them in the sectional championship. In other sectional games, the Clay Colonials are 5-7 overall and 1-7 in conference play. They're set to face last year's sectional champions St. Joe, and the Riley 4-16 overall and is on the road taking on LaPorte. Regionals will take place June 5th with semi-state June 8th and state final set for June 21st to 22nd at Victory Field in Indianapolis. Now on to softball. The Lady Colonials are having one of their best seasons in a long time with a record of 15-8 and 7-3 in the conference with their sectional tournament starting on Monday. Adams girls are 12-5 overall after they won last Monday's home conference games against Bremen with a score of 7-1. The Lady Wildcats dropped to 4-15 on the season after losing Tuesday's non-conference game to Elkhart Christian by a score of 12-6. In match play, this year's Riley golf team was smaller than in years past, but that didn't stop the team from making the best out of it. Cooper Van Driesch has the story.
Chip, putt, drive. All essential aspects for the game of golf. For the Riley golf team, it's more than just a game.
Well, I like that it's not as physically taxing and it's more like a mental sport. It's more about just knowing what to do and how to do it rather than just going all out physically.
You know, the golf team is a lot smaller than most other teams, only about 8 of us, so it gives us the chance to get to know each other a lot better than on some other teams. And playing golf, you just get to know each other because it's a lot of walking and talking.
The best part about my game is being able to gauge the course and just where to hit it and how to hit it. Other than that, I can't really hit it that far, and I'm a bit inaccurate, but other than that, I can figure it out pretty easily.
Yeah, I'd say my putting is pretty good. Chipping and putting is something we work on a lot at practice, so that's something we're all pretty good at.
Yeah, I think I just like it being outside the best. And also, of course, have nice scenery. I think that it's a good idea to play golf because it's fun and it's a good thing to learn because there's in business that you have to go play golf with the higher ups sometimes, but it's valuable just as a person. And I think the most important advice is to not get frustrated and to not speed up because of your anger. Just relax, be calm, and you'll do better.
From Studebaker Golf Course in South Bend, for SBS-TV Sports Zone, this is Cooper Van Driesch.
Both Adams and Clay's men's golf have the NIC tournament this Saturday. Adams plays their sectional tournament on Friday, June 4th, while Clay plays their sectional starting June 7th. Girls sectional tennis is underway at the time of this broadcast for South Bend schools. Congratulations to Riley's Allison Flugner for making the all-conference tennis team. In track, sectionals for all South Bend track teams are underway at the time of this broadcast. At the NIC track meet, it was the John Adams Eagles shining for Team South Bend as the Lady Eagles finished 3rd, while the men got 4th. Washington freshman Damon Johnson made the first NIC in the long jump. Isaiah Robinson caught up with the Riley Wildcats as they spent their final practices gearing up for the sectionals.
Ready, set, go. Riley track team is underway. With sections approaching, we've spotlighted a sophomore, Antoine Simpson, who has a view on how it would go.
We're gonna do pretty good. We're gonna get top three out of all people at the schools that's gonna be there.
Riley's track team consists of many different events, like pole vault led by senior standout Luis Martinez, discus by Nate Paichoki, and shot put by David Soleil. With the Wildcats being a family, they gave all their praise to their coach.
We have good coaching staff, Coach Liddell and other coaches that's here too.
The Wildcats can't wait to compete. We need everyone to support.
If you're a Wildcat, come out to Penn High School, man. You know, we need the support of the families and friends that we have here. So come on out, support.
Riley hopes to dust their competition. For SBS-TV Sports Zone, I am Isaiah Robinson.
Last week, Riley High School honored the first ever unified track team, plus the other spring sports at their spring pep rally. David Saleh brings you the story.
Riley High School had their first official spring pep rally as they honored their students and sports teams. But the star of the pep rally was the Riley Unified Track Team, the very first unified track team to compete in South Bend. 4 seniors were honored in front of the entire school as the head coach gave inspirational words about his team.
Built a bond between students that very rarely is a bond. We are going to do our best to raise the blue and gold for Riley.
With SBS-TV Sports Zone, I'm David Saleh.
In other sports news this past weekend, our very own Cooper Van Driesch had the opportunity to call a swim race for NBC Sports at the TYR Pro Swim Series in Indianapolis. Cooper was able to call the race with broadcaster Jason Knapp and Olympic gold medalist Rowdy Gaines. How cool is that? Next up, Washington football player Javon Watson-Harris is going on to college to play at the next level. David Saleh was there to capture his signing along with some words from his coach and athletic director.
My name is Javon Harris. I'm in 12th grade. I go to Washington High School. I just signed to St. Francis, playing football, and my major is going to be game and application development.
One thing I know about Javon is he's a go-getter. If he wants something, he goes after it, and ultimately he's going after this, his degree. Just understand, Javon, for you to put yourself in a position like this, we're proud of you, man. And we want nothing but the best.
Well, when I first started as a freshman, I wanted to play receiver, but I switched it as soon as I started playing defense. So when senior year came around, I just tried to lead the team as much as possible, any way I can. Yeah, I just always wanted to play in college at least. That's really it. I could play safety or corner.
And his leadership was outstanding. He really bought into the team concept, and it's why we had such a huge improvement from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And I honestly don't know how we're going to replace him. And St. Francis has got a win in both the classroom and the football field. They got a great person, a great student, and a great football player. And Washington's very proud of him. He's always home here. He can come to our practice field, our games whenever he wants. He's a part of our team forever.
But the educational mindset that when you go out there into this world and there's people who are willing to give you money for your education and allow you to play athletics, when you sign those papers, they're asking you to commit to them because they're committing to you. And we wish you nothing but the best. So you got my good pen. And Javon, you go ahead and sign that letter.
For the next couple years, we got to beat Riley. That's all I got to say.
All right.
And now a reminder, the South Bend Community School Corporation sports physicals for middle and high school students will take place for those interested in participating in athletics next school year. HealthLink will perform the physicals and the cost is $20. Physicals are scheduled at the following dates from 4 to 6 p.m. Starting with Clay High School, theirs will take place Tuesday, May 25th. Then with Riley High School, Wednesday, May 26th. And then on to Washington, Tuesday, June 1st. And then finally, Adams High School will take place Thursday, June 3rd. And this concludes SBS TV Sports Zone. Isaiah and Bruce, back to you.
Thanks, Alex.